Did you know that what you eat can determine how quickly your brain ages? Your daily diet doesn't just influence your risk of dementia, it also shapes how clearly you think, how much mental energy you have, and even how vulnerable you are to mood and anxiety disorders. Imagine waking up energized and facing the day with a calm, focused mind. Now imagine slowing your brain's aging by as much as 8 years through a few simple changes at the table. That would feel a bit like traveling forward in time. Pretty tempting, right? Welcome back to NeuroPerformanceLab. In this series, we explore key brain-boosting nutrients, and today we're diving into a powerful, sometimes controversial, family of fats, the omega-3s. First, we'll highlight why this topic is so important. Then, we'll dive into why omega-3 fatty acids are essential for your brain and overall health. Finally, we'll share practical tips to help you improve your omega-3 index. Why focus on omega-3s? Western diets, packed with refined sugars, saturated fats, and trans fats, speed up brain shrinkage, especially in memory-critical regions like the hippocampus. By contrast, Mediterranean, DASH, and mind-style eating patterns, rich in vegetables, fruit, whole grains, legumes, and healthy fats, cut dementia risk by roughly 30%. A 2022 meta-analysis of 26 cohort studies and 2 randomized trials confirmed that high adherence to the Mediterranean diet lowers the odds of mild cognitive impairment and Alzheimer's disease. Which nutrients drive those benefits? Omega-3 fatty acids sit near the top of the list, especially EPA, or eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, or docosahexaenoic acid, from fatty fish such as sardines, anchovies, herring, and mackerel. DHA is built into every neuronal membrane and keeps synapses flexible. EPA is a precursor to anti-inflammatory signaling molecules and subtly modulates neurotransmitters. Because humans convert plant omega-3, also known as alpha-linolenic acid, into EPA and DHA only inefficiently. We rely on marine or supplemental sources. In this video, we are going to focus on their crucial role in preserving and optimizing cognitive function. In the next video, we are going to focus on their role in psychiatric health. Epidemiological studies have consistently linked higher omega-3, especially DHA, intake with approximately a 20% reduced risk of dementia and cognitive decline. Specifically, each 0.1 grams per day increase in DHA or EPA intake relates to an 8 to 10% reduction in cognitive decline risk. Considering the high prevalence of dementia in the general population, these numbers are extremely important. Across diverse human cohorts and trial designs, higher long-chain omega-3 status, usually measured as the erythrocyte omega-3 index, is repeatedly associated with larger brain volumes, slower atrophy, healthier cerebral blood flow, and lower future risk of dementia, whereas suboptimal levels track with structural brain aging and cognitive decline. But what is the omega-3 index? It is the amount of DHA and EPA integrated into red blood cell membranes. Why is the omega-3 index more meaningful than simply measuring omega-3 levels in your blood? Because blood levels can fluctuate depending on what you've eaten in the last day or two. In contrast, the omega-3 content of red blood cell membranes offers a more stable and accurate picture of your long-term intake, reflecting dietary patterns over the past 3 to 4 months. It also aligns closely with the amount of DHA present in other tissues, including the brain. Omega-3 fatty acids play a crucial role in maintaining brain health. They are essential for cognitive function, memory, and overall mental well-being. Studies have shown that higher levels of omega-3s in the blood are associated with better brain performance and a lower risk of neurodegenerative diseases. So it's really important to monitor and maintain optimal omega-3 levels in your body. Think of your red blood cell membrane like a pizza. The omega-3 index tells us how much of that pizza is made up of EPA and DHA, the key omega-3 fatty acids. If less than 4% of your pizza is covered with these healthy fats, that's like having a tiny, disappointing slice. And it's actually associated with a higher risk of cognitive decline and dementia. Between 4 and 6%, that's better, but there's still plenty of room for improvement. While levels between 6 and 8% are associated with meaningful cognitive benefits, most of the strongest brain protective effects, including reduced risk of Alzheimer's, slower brain atrophy, and improved memory, are consistently found in people with an omega-3 index above 8%. That's why, based on current science, maintaining a level above 8% should be the true target. The scientific community has been extensively studying the benefits of omega-3 for years, and the evidence is compelling. Numerous studies have shown that higher omega-3 levels are linked to better heart health, reduced inflammation, and, of course, significant brain health benefits. To prove the importance of what I'm saying, I am bringing you some scientific evidence. In a large study of over 1,500 older adults, researchers noticed something striking. The people with the lowest omega-3 index had the smallest brain volumes and performed the worst on tests of visual memory and overall cognitive function. In short, lower omega-3 levels were linked to more significant brain shrinkage. A second study looked specifically at over 1,100 postmenopausal women and found similar results. Those with the highest omega-3 index had the largest brains, especially in the hippocampus, the area critical for memory. Another long-term study followed nearly 1,500 older adults without dementia for 7 years. It found that people with the highest DHA levels in their red blood cells had half the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease compared to those with the lowest DHA levels. Nutrients interact too. A B vitamin trial in older adults with mild cognitive impairment showed little benefit overall until researchers looked at omega-3 status. In participants whose omega-3 levels were already high, B vitamins slowed brain atrophy by 40%. In those with low omega-3s, the vitamins did nothing. Higher omega-3 levels also improve cerebral blood flow, which translates into sharper thinking, less mental fatigue, steadier focus, and better mood. And that really matters because when your brain is well nourished and well oxygenated, you tend to think more clearly, feel less mentally fatigued, stay more focused, and even experience a more stable mood. That said, while observational studies often link omega-3s with better brain health, for scientific rigor, it is necessary to specify that randomized controlled trials, or RCTs, paint a more nuanced picture. For example, a comprehensive Cochrane review involving nearly 4,000 cognitively healthy older adults found no significant cognitive benefits from omega-3 supplementation over 6 to 24 months. Similarly, a 2020 systematic review of 25 trials reported no improvements in overall cognition, but noted mild specific improvements in memory function. Interestingly, for individuals already experiencing mild cognitive impairment, or MCI, or subjective memory complaints, omega-3 supplements exceeding 1 gram per day demonstrated consistent improvements in episodic memory, suggesting their effectiveness might be greater during early cognitive decline rather than later stages. When it comes to treating more advanced conditions like Alzheimer's disease, though, the results are less encouraging. Studies haven't shown that omega-3 supplements can slow down the progression of Alzheimer's or improve day-to-day functioning in people who already have it. So while they might not be a magic bullet, omega-3s could be useful in the early stages of cognitive decline, which reinforces the old saying, prevention is better than cure. Now, here's something important to keep in mind. Clinical trials are the gold standard in science. They help us test whether something really works. But when it comes to nutrients like omega-3s, there's a key limitation. Most trials only last a few months to a couple of years. That's a very short window compared to how the brain actually ages, which happens over decades. So while a study might not show big results over, say, 6 to 12 months, that doesn't necessarily mean the nutrient isn't doing something meaningful. With nutrients, timing and consistency matter. It's not just about what you take for a few months during a trial. It's about whether your brain has had access to that nutrient across the entire lifespan. And that's especially true for omega-3s, which play structural and developmental roles in the brain from infancy through old age. That's why researchers are now looking into whether starting earlier, supplementing longer, or combining omega-3s with other factors like lifestyle or diet might reveal stronger benefits over time. Here, I would like to open a small parenthesis. Making these videos requires a huge effort in terms of time and energy. Therefore, if the information that I provide you contribute to improving your daily life, even by just 0.1%, I would ask you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. You would give me tremendous help. I would also like to point out that I put a lot of energy into studying in depth the scientific literature regarding the topics I cover, as I have realized that most of the YouTube channels that cover health topics do so in a very superficial way, always repeating the same superficial information, even if they present it in an attractive way. So, how do you actually put all of this into practice? The simplest starting point is to make oily fish a regular guest on your plate. Think sardines, anchovies, herring, or mackerel at least a couple of times each week. They are small, wild, and naturally rich in the very omega-3 fats your brain craves, yet low in pollutants that bigger fish can carry. If you follow a plant-based diet, reach instead for a good algal oil capsule. It delivers the same DHA your brain needs, just harvested from microalgae rather than fish. Anyone who dislikes seafood can opt for a purified fish oil or krill oil supplement. Just be sure the product is independently tested for purity and keep the bottle in the fridge so the oil stays fresh. Also, remember to consume daily sources of ALA, such as chia seeds and flax seeds. For everyone, an omega-3 index test is an easy way to see where you stand. Most people find they need to nudge their intake higher. In general, achieving an adequate omega-3 index requires about 1 gram per day of combined EPA and DHA per day, but there can be significant variations based on your lifestyle, intestinal absorption, and overall diet. Therefore, it is essential to speak with your doctor for specific information. Once you reach the target zone, and keep it there, other brain-friendly habits, such as a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in leafy greens and B vitamins, regular exercise, and good sleep will work even better. In short, feed your neurons the DHA they evolved to expect, check your levels once or twice a year, and let the benefits accumulate over a lifetime. Remember, this video reflects my interpretation of current scientific literature. It is just for informational and entertainment purposes. I love to share my passion and my knowledge. This video and the content of this channel are not medical advice. Always consult healthcare professionals before making significant dietary or supplement changes. In this video, we talked about what omega-3 are and why they are crucial for brain health. In this video, we focused on cognitive function. Stay tuned for the next video, where we are going to talk about omega-3 and psychiatric conditions. Have you ever tried omega-3 supplements? Share your experiences or questions below. Subscribe for more science-backed brain health tips and hit the notification bell. See you in the next video.